Well, Brandon here. Welcome to this week's Bushel Up. Took last week off. Hope you didn't miss me too much. Some of you probably enjoyed the reprieve. Took a little time to recharge some batteries and have a little fun. But we're back at it. It's that fall time where we start to transition from harvest into some fall field work. Saw quite a bit of work going on in fields. Obviously, the biggest challenge was the dry conditions. And fortunately, we picked up a little bit of moisture here. I know it varies by area, but hopefully you're able to get some moisture. I feel a lot better about some of the anhydrous ammonia applications that we're starting up now that we have some moisture in the soil. We want to make sure we get that good seal and we keep that ammonia where we want it. The other conversation around fall applications of nitrogen is stabilizers. They're a great tool. I know sometimes people want to look at ROI or they want to look at yield or how's that work. And that's not really the point of stabilizers. It's not going to create more yield. What we're trying to do is slow down that conversion to nitrogen from the ammonia to the nitrate form. When we go to nitrate, we have that potential of leaching, and obviously leaching is the big enemy that we've had with groundwater, getting in our groundwater supply, you know, and the NRDs having to take some of the regulations and so forth that we have to deal with. And those are all good things. We need to take our credits. We need to know what's in the soil, what's left over from this year. You know, if yields were off a little bit, a good soil test to tell us what you have left out there, know your previous crops, use those credits, and then stabilize that nitrogen. Make sure it's around. We need this nitrogen in July, August, September next year, not March, April, May. And that's when this crop is going to have its biggest nitrogen uptake. So, you know, split applications. I'm not a fan of putting all your in on at once in the fall. Make sure you save some at plant and side dress applications. I know it's a cheap form and it's a convenient time to get nitrogen on, but make sure we take the extra steps to make that value last and protect that investment. So I look at stabilizers more of an insurance policy. Hopefully you don't need it. You know, it's like insurance. You don't want an accident to happen where you have to collect, but having that security of knowing you've done everything right to protect that and prevent as much leaching as possible is a good tool. Other applications going on, you know, of dry, P and K. We continue to monitor those. Obviously, phosphorus prices haven't shown us any reprieve, so we're encouraging a good grid sample and only put that phosphorus where we need it. Don't over apply. That's a, you know, not a good value this year. We're really focused on some of the micronutrients, your zincs, your sulfur, pH, and then most importantly, you know, potash prices are at a low for the last several years, so we're really honing in on that, you know, kind of adjust to what the market's giving us and allocate those dollars accordingly. With that, you know, as you're doing the fall field work, make sure we're taking time to look at burn down programs. Another thing you might want to consider, you know, you close the pivot tracks, but, you know, is there some areas of the field that need ripped along the ends where maybe we've had some compaction, we had a lot of moisture this spring. Just be thinking about those things and evaluating your farm. Till next week, we'll see you again.